I looked in the rearview mirror and I said, God, I don't know how you're going to do it. Let me tell you my first experience with faith. Now, my father taught me faith. I understood faith. But when we become young adults, which me as an empty nester mom now teaching my children, we have to learn on our own. We have to know God for ourselves. And I remember my first car that I purchased on my own, my dad was dragging his feet. I was a young mom, 21, 22 years old, got tired of carpooling and all of that to work in Montgomery. And I went and stopped at the dealership and got me a brand new car. I drove it home. And I had just started working maybe about 1 or 2 months before that. So now I understand my dad was trying to take me through a process, like just wait. I went and got the car on my own. First car note was coming up. You need some crazy faith to pay that note. I was sitting in the car one day and I looked in the rearview mirror. Now this is my faith, beginning of my faith journey. And I looked in the rearview mirror and I said, God, I don't know how you're going to do it, but I know you're going to do it. And I don't even know to the day where that car note money came from yet, but it did. And I never was late or anything on that car. And that stuck with me to this very day. And when I'm going through any hard time, because see, my faith, I'm a faith walker. If I am going through something that's testing my faith, I go sit in my car and I look in the rearview mirror. And my kids joke with me, my husband, everybody, why is your mirror always turned this way? It's not just me looking at myself. Sometimes I'm looking and reflecting back to that day where God really came through for me in my 20s. And I look in the rearview mirror and I be like, God, I don't know how you're going to work this out, but I believe you're going to do it. You got to have unshakable faith, the type of faith that says, I know the God I serve.
Come on.